Welcome to my channel. In today's video tutorial, I'm going to prove to you that sometimes doing less is more effective. It doesn't have to be difficult. It doesn't have to be complicated. You can just make it easy. I'm going to start with this Happy Bloomers napkin from NINNYSNAPKINS.com. I'll put a link to Ninny's Napkins in the description box below. So when I opened this napkin up, I was drawn to the beautiful colors. But you'll notice each quadrant is kind of a picture into itself. So I'm going to make that work. I cut it to size. My art journal is 5 inches by 14 inches. So I cut off the excess and I'm putting borders on each side. I'm thinking I'm going to put some texture paste on that side. But I'm really going to make this art journal page all about this starter napkin. So now that it's cut to size, I'm just going to take off the 2 excess plies. Napkin Decoupage 101. Remove those extra plies, and there will be 2 of them. You can save them and do other things with them if you want. I have a folder filled with them that I use, and you'll see me use them in other ways in other videos. So I'm going to put this right across the middle, and I am going to add to it. But I am going to keep it simple. I've got only 30 minutes to create today. I just want to have fun with color. I decided that I want some script underneath it. So because my napkin is white and it's going to go translucent, I know that the script stamp is going to come through it. So I'm just going to stamp on the gessoed art journal page here. And in case you're wondering, this is a half-size composition book that I transformed into a journal. And I love the dimensions of this. I have a whole playlist of all the videos of the pages that I've done in this journal. You can check that out. Now, once I have the napkin plies removed and the ink has dried, I'm just putting a coat of fluid matte medium on there, pushing it down, and as you can see, the script is coming through. And I'm really happy with how that looks. I wanted to see the script underneath the napkin. I wanted to see it peeking out, and I really, really love that effect. Remember, my job today is to create in under 30 minutes and keep it simple and prove to you that simple, basic, and easy doesn't mean boring. The colors of this napkin are perfect. They give me all the color and excitement that I need. So once the one side is done, I'm now just doing the other side. Nothing too difficult here. Putting it down, and then I'm going to put a coat of the fluid matte medium on top. Now this helps bring out the brightness of the colors, but it also turns the napkin into a non-porous surface. And that's going to be really important because I am going to overpaint on top of these flowers, making it a little bit of my own in a little bit of time. So I'm giving this a good coat. I'm sealing it, turning into a non-porous surface. Now, as I'm looking at this, remember my plan was to put texture paste on the right-hand side and the left-hand side. And right now it's bothering me that that script stamp is there. So I'm going to undo it. And that's what gesso's all about. That's one of the good uses of gesso. So here I'm just taking gesso on my brush and I'm whiting out that script stamp that I have on the left hand and the right hand side. I'm thinking when I put the texture paste on there, it's not going to look particularly good peeking through. So I'm just going to get rid of it. And so that's a really easy way. So don't sweat the small stuff. There's always a way to fix whatever problem or issue that you run into. when you are art journaling. So I'm going to give that a couple more coats so I don't see the script. But you don't need to watch me doing that. So now that I have it white, I decide to change my plan. I am now going to extend this flower, and I'm just grabbing some purples, some magentas, mixing paint off to the side, watering it down, and I'm just extending that petal into that white space. So the napkin didn't give me that option because it was kind of cut off. And if a napkin isn't perfect, you can alter it, just like I've done here. Now I'm going to add some gesso to that so you don't see that line. Here I'm putting that gesso in. I'm just going to mix this up. And I'm just over painting the flowers, but I'm watering down and I'm putting some magenta, some orange, some burgundy, just different colors. And this works really great with this napkin because this napkin is kind of watercolory. And so it's really, really forgiving and allows you to tweak the colors like you see me doing and making it my own, extending it, adding my own that match it. Because watercolor is very kind of abstract. So I'm loving how I've extended that. I've brightened the colors. And so now I am going to continue with the rest of the flowers doing the same. Picking out shades of colors from my acrylic paints that match. There's a light yellow, there's orange, there's magenta, a couple shades of purple, navy blue, and I'm just going over it. Now, don't sweat the small stuff again, because if you don't have the perfect color, you can absolutely change the color of the flower to make it work with what you want. So if I wanted to take one of those yellow flowers and turn it red, I could do that. Now here I've got this purple one right kind of in the corner, but again, because of the way the napkin was, it was cut off. So I'm just going to paint the rest of the flower. And I am not overthinking this. I am just basically making petals. I'm not too worried about it. I'm going back and forth, thinning my paint, making it kind of watercolor, adding a little bit of the navy blue over here, the little bit over here, mixing those colors and just having fun playing with colors. Now you might think, oh, well, that doesn't look like a flower. And you know what? It doesn't matter if it's not perfect. In nature, they're not perfect either. So I'm just adding some magenta there. See how I've added to that, changed it all up, darkened the colors, brightened them. I'm just having fun. Now I'm doing the same with the green, and I put some green in there, some yellow. I added a bit of gray to get the right tone. I could have added blue. Blue goes really good with the green and stuff. Now above that purple flower on the right-hand side, I'm not exactly happy with the leaves there. It's kind of, but I'm going to solve that problem. Oh, what if I put a center into the flower? That makes it look more like a flower instantly. So that's what I'm going to do here. I put some white there with white gesso, and then I'm going to let that just dry. And now I'm putting back some of the stamp. I've decided that I am not putting the texture paste there. Change of plans, go with the flow. The page will reveal what it needs. So I'm just adding some of the stamping back in. Sometimes it's like a little bit of a dance. One step forward, two steps back, two steps forward, one step back. So I grabbed my hit the reset button sentiment pack and I pulled out a couple of the sentiments in there. This is from my 2026 word of the year reset. And I like to journal using the quotes that I've collected. It keeps me focused on my word of the year, what I want to accomplish in the year. So I decide I'm going to add some yellow to the middle of these three flowers. And remember that stencil that I was going to put on the side? Well, it was still sitting on my desk, and I decided to grab a stencil brush, some black acrylic paint, and I'm stenciling the center of the flowers. And OMG, this just made me happy. I looked at it added so much to these flowers. It made everything work together. So who knew? I pulled the stencil for a totally different purpose, and the page revealed what I wanted to do with it. So I just go and put stamens on each and every one of those flowers, making it my own. I'm loving this. I'm loving the white space that's there. And like I said, this page from beginning to end took under 30 minutes to complete. I grabbed my charcoal pencil and I am just holding it lightly and sketching around all the flowers. I'm not trying to be perfect and get right on the edge. I'm not worried about where the lines are going. I just want some sketchy lines to outline the flowers, looking very organic, very rustic kind of. And I find holding the pencil, the General's charcoal pencil, um, lightly gives it that extra wobble. And don't be worried if you go over it. Again, this isn't a time to overthink. Now, using the charcoal pencil, that is not permanent. I know at this stage that outside of gluing my sentiments down, I am not using any wet medium. If I was in the middle of the process, I would use something else that is permanent. I would just use acrylic paint that is permanent when dry because I don't want to reactivate it. It will smudge, it will smear if I put wet on this. So you need to remember that. But since I know I'm not going to, I'm good. Here I'm just putting the fluid matte medium on the back of the sentiment instead of brushing it on there because I don't want to reactivate any of it. I cut up the sentiment just to fit. And that area that I wasn't too happy with the leaf, I've just covered it up with the sentiment. Now I grab my angle brush and some black acrylic paint and I am going around and shading or edging my page. This is just that little bit of black. It ties in with the black stamping and the black lettering in the sentiment and just makes everything look great together. Once that's dry, I'm grabbing some gold paint that has been thinned down. I've got my fan brush and I'm going to splatter gold. These are bright, vibrant colors and it's just going to look so good with the gold. And who doesn't like a little bling? So there's nothing fancy on this page. I have, I stenciled one stencil, one stamp, some splatter, and some overpainting. And it's beautiful. So don't think you have to get complicated, that it has to be difficult, or that you have to use 12, 15 different products. Sometimes simple is best. Less is more. So check out Ninny's Napkin. If you love this napkin or you're looking for other napkins that you can use in your art journal and mixed media pieces. Until next time, go get creative.